Okay. I think we're good. Can I sit on the ground here? Move up a little bit more. I want my Illuminati hair to just kind of hang out there. But yeah, so we've been living in Fremont, California for the last few years, and one of our favorite coffee places to go to is Devout in Niles. I've always seen on Reddit, or I've seen it a few times, where people on Reddit have said that Niles, a lot of people in Niles, the city or part of Fremont, are a little bit racist, right? So people going to their farmers market and being called like an SPIC if you're Mexican and stuff like that. So, but we've never experienced anything like that, right? So we just kind of just didn't really give it much thought. But this Saturday, we had our first encounter with something that was kind of racist. I don't know if this person knew he was being racist. Um, so what happened was me, my wife, and our friends, wife's friends, our friends, we went to Niles to get coffee at Devout, and we're looking for a place to park. There's no parking. We found parking, and my wife parks. She backs up, and there's like a cone behind us and like a table. So I was like, I'll get out of the car to make sure we're okay. And I get out of the car, and we're parking in front of someone's house. It's always awkward to park in front of someone's house when they're there, because a lot of people in America think they own the sidewalk. So I asked the guy, like, hey, are you cool with us parking here? I don't want him to like key our car or something. He said, yeah, that's fine. You just have to pay me in Bitcoin, right? I took it as a joke because I think it was a joke. And I told him, oh, do you accept Dogecoin and can I send it to you through Coinbase and stuff like that? And he was like, oh yeah, but I'll have to charge you like a yield percentage. Just so he got the gist that I kind of knew a little bit about crypto. So we started talking about crypto, and at this point, we're good parking. My wife gets out, our two friends get out, and I am the most non-Chinese looking out of all three of them because they're all Chinese, our friends and my wife. And as me and this guy are talking about Bitcoin and crypto and stuff, he pauses and he looks at my my wife and our friends and he asks, "Are you guys Chinese?" And it's kind of like it's really random. It's like, well, why are you even asking that? And I forget who in our group goes, "Yeah, we're Chinese." And he looks at me and says, why don't you ask them to find you some graphics cards from China? And I'm just like, what? And my wife isn't entertaining it, so they just walk off. And he's like, oh yeah, well I get graphics cards for really cheap from China. You can just ask them because they probably know someone in China that can get you really cheap graphics cards. And he's talking about, oh, it's like I make $80 a day on it and stuff. And like I think I'm too nice in the sense where like I just can't just leave a conversation midway through talking. So I have to finish it or find a way to like excuse myself. So we talk a little bit longer and I'm like, oh yeah, that's cool, blah, blah, blah. And like we end the conversation by like, oh, I really got to get going. He's like, oh, my name's blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, my name's Andrew. Nice to meet you. And I just go on my way and I catch up to the group. But it was just a really weird encounter. Like I don't really it seemed like a case where I don't know if the guy knows he's being racist because he didn't use like any derogatory terms. He just did the whole umbrella thing that all Chinese people must know, every Chinese person, which I guess is racist. But yeah, I didn't feel too put off by it. I thought it was really weird. That was like our first time experiencing something like that in Niles. Um, but yeah, moral of the story: I'm not buying capture cards from China to mine Bitcoin or Ethereum and stuff like that. But anyways, that's that. Just trying to get more videos out and just trying to record more of my life. Maybe I'll talk about on Sunday where someone outside of a restaurant I went to called my wife and her family a derogatory Chinese name, which is kind of fucked up. But anyways, that's the Bay Area experience. Thank you. Bye bye.